Rich, thanks for the pictures here. Yeah, this gives me a really good look at the pool and kind of some things you're thinking of. I think I'd keep it really simple. I like your comments on the bollard lighting. I think around the pool, yeah, not that they wouldn't look good. I think they would still look good, but like you said, you would be looking right into the light, and that's the only thing I don't like about those bollard lights. Really cool look, but that is one thing I don't like about them. That's why I like using these path lights, because you can see that all the light is actually in here. So even if you have these around the pool, you're just going to get the nice effect along the patio area and around the pool, and not in your eyes. So that's why I like those. I love the look of bollard lights too. I just find in a lot of areas they're just they're too bright, and especially if you're going to be down at eye level like that, yeah, they're going to be right in your eye. But I do think that you have a great property for some path lighting. I'm not always a huge fan of it, but around pool areas like that and the way you have it landscaped, I think would work really well. And I wouldn't go too crazy. I mean, I think I would keep it pretty simple. I know you kind of showed this area here, but this is kind of where I would just have a couple path lights on both sides of this walkway here. You know, maybe another one out here that kind of is going to light this up a little bit. And then I like your idea about lighting these, I think pines or whatever you had called them. But I don't know if you need wash lighting. The only thing is, because with the wash lighting, because it has a frosted lens and it really shoots that light out and disperses it, it's a softer light. I feel like it's not going to get the same effect as if you just use a typical uplight or accent light like we call it, like this, that has a 35-degree angle spread, but it makes that light pop a little bit more, and especially on something like this, if you have that frosted lens that a wash light provides, a lot of it's going to get lost, and I think you're not going to quite get the same effect. So I probably would. It looks like you probably have a little bit of room to get those wash lights just at the base, or sorry, not the wash lights, the up and accent lights. That's one way you could do it. The other option that you could look at, if you don't want to see the actual fixtures, it's a little bit more money, but the in-ground lights would work good there too, because then you can just have them right in the ground so you don't see them at all when you're in the pool area. But then at night, they would do a really good job of shining on those trees, and they'll give you the same effect as an uplight would. So that might be where around these areas, just 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 of those uplights is probably all you need, whether you do the in-ground light or the uplight. And then I would probably use some path lighting in between the shrubs, the walkways, and then over here, and then kind of wrap around again to here. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 path lights. You might throw another one there. 7. I saw there was kind of some over there, maybe 8, 9, maybe 10 path lights, 6, 7, 8 uplights at the most. Might be cool if these trees are on your property here, to backlight behind this gazebo area, and actually get some uplights, and probably increase the bulb wattage a little bit so you can really throw that light up there and have 1 or 2 of them. If that's on your property and that's a tree you want to light, that could be a really cool look, but I would definitely increase the intensity of the bulb. So, you're probably looking at, to do a really good job, I think somewhere in the vicinity of, call it anywhere from 14 to 18, maybe 20 lights, to do a really good job. And I think it would create some nice ambience and a really nice pool area to be able to hang around. But let me know what you think of those ideas. Go to the website. You can kind of play around with some different lights, add them to your cart, with a wiring kit like this, where you have a 120 watt transformer in a backyard of that size. You could easily fit 20 lights on here and not really have any issues. And I would probably even consider just upgrading the transformer to 150 watt, just to give you a little bit more play if you want to add more lights down the road. But hopefully that helps. Please email me back with any questions you might have. Thanks, Rich.
Thanks again for watching, guys, as we show you how to easily install low voltage landscape lighting. So there's various different lights you can look at. The most popular is easily the uplight, accent light, or bullet light, often used to highlight different trees and features in your yard. Another very popular light is a wash light, often used to highlight the fronts of homes and beautiful stonework. Path and garden lighting is also very popular to use to light walkways and garden areas and plant material down below, as well as hardscape lighting, which is used in different kinds of hardscapes as well as on fences and decks, and can also create some cool effects. And a great way to see what looks good is just to take a flashlight or any kind of light around at night, shine it on a few of those features, and really see what looks good and where you're going to position those lights. I strongly recommend looking at LED energy efficient bulbs for all of your landscape lighting. It saves on power and it lasts a long time. You see they only use 40 watts, 260 lumens, is very bright, and they still have that warm white look that you would find in an incandescent fixture. And if you have an existing landscape lighting system that is incandescent, it's very easy to retrofit with LED bulbs, again, just to save power and not have to be changing bulbs all the time. What we often recommend is go and find really good quality outdoor rated LED bulbs, and then go find really good incandescent fixtures and just marry the two together and retrofit your incandescent fixtures with really good quality LED bulbs, and it'll help bring the cost down rather than going and buying a fully integrated LED fixture, which looks good and lasts a long time, but they do cost a lot more than doing this and just finding a really good fixture and retrofitting it with a really good bulb. So once you know where you're going to put your lights and you have your lights picked out, the next step is to start placing your lights. So we've determined where they're going to go. Start by digging just a small hole and just preliminarily placing your lights. I recommend using a rubber mallet so that you can really pound those ground stakes in and give them some good stability. Screw your light in afterwards so you can really get it in there. Make sure everything's level, and then from there you start laying out your wire once you got all your lights in place, and be sure to leave extra wire at every fixture just to give yourself some wiggle room. Connecting the lights is quite simple. When you make your splice in your wire, you'll have a wire going in and a wire going out for each connection, as well as your fixture wire, and at every light you're going to have two of those connections. I recommend a good waterproof connection, either a gel-filled snap lock connector or these gel-filled DBRY connectors that come in two parts, that you have a moret that screws on and keeps the wires tight, and then the wire fills into a gel-filled tube that keeps the water out. So just be sure to make sure you're getting good waterproof connections that keep the wires free of the elements as well as keep them from pulling apart. The next step is selecting your transformer. It's very easy to do. If you look on any bulb that you purchase, it should give you the wattage, but if you have a 4.5 watt bulb and you have 10 of those, that's going to give you 45 watts, which means you want to select a transformer that's just slightly bigger than that. And I recommend trying to find a transformer that has a photocell as well as a timer built into it for easy use. Very easy to wire in your transformer. Depending on the transformer you have, it's generally going to have a common tap and a 12 volt tap. You just put one wire into each tap, screw them down tight, mount your transformer close to your GFCI receptacle so that you can get power, plug it in, turn it on, and go and make sure all your lights work before you start burying any wire. So once you've checked all your lights and everything works, you can start burying them. One thing I would recommend is looking at the Weon outdoor Wi-Fi switch. Is a great tool if you want to make your landscape lighting system totally smart and Wi-Fi operated. To bury the wires, very easy with a flat-ended shovel, creating a trench that's 6 to 8 inches deep, spreading the turf open and pushing that wire down and stomping it down within no time at all. It looks like you haven't even been there. And in the mulch, it's just a matter of pulling it back and creating a path to lay down that wire, stapling it down and burying everything over that. So hopefully that helped. And if you have any questions, by all means, you can always reach out to us and follow us on Facebook and YouTube.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching that video. I hope you guys got some great ideas for your own do-it-yourself landscape lighting projects. If you want your own free consultation video, like I said before, email me your pictures at cal@lightingdoctor.ca or go and visit us at lightingdoctor.ca, and be sure to check out our Try It Before You Buy It light, again, where you get one premium grade fixture and a King Innovation Instalight battery operated demo kit that you can go and test those lights out on your property before you make any big purchases. So I hope to see you guys again soon, and again, go get your free consultations by emailing your pictures or visit us at lightingdoctor.ca. Thanks so much for watching.